Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasmine Eve. Thank you for tuning in this wonderful day. So I put a poll out a while ago, and a bunch of you have requested me to answer a bunch of my transitioning questions. So today, that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. So the first question, I have 5 questions from Kendra P. The first question is, the scariest part of, she asked, what is the scariest part of transitioning? Well, I found at first telling people that I'm transitioning, a lot of them weren't accepting, and then I realized, you know what, it's my life. Either they accept me who I am, or they're not really true friends. So that was kind of the scary part, and the next scariest part that I'll be going through soon is the surgery part. Like, I've watched the surgeries and everything, but at the same point, it's gonna be pretty scary, like the healing part. I'm gonna be off work for a while, so we'll be working. I'm gonna get stir crazy. I'll probably be doing a lot of videos during that time to keep me sane. So our second question is, how long have I been transitioning? So I've been on hormones for a year now. Part of Canada's requirements is you have to be on hormones for 1 year before you are considered for any kind of top or bottom surgery. So March 26, 2019, this year, I am officially signing the paperwork for the surgeries, which I am super excited about. I can't wait. I've had so many people keep asking me, when are you going for surgery? When are you going for surgery? When are you going for surgery? Well, I signed the paperwork on March 26th, and then I wait to find out when I go in after that. Next question she asks is, what helped you realize this? So I've always felt different from when I was growing up. Didn't really do like the boily or manly stuff. Like, never was into the sports or love. I was more into the arts, the crafts, kind of doing like working with soaps, essential oils, all natural products, you know, the health kind of stuff. So that was one of my things that I really liked doing. Like, I had more like girlfriends, like not girlfriends, but more girls that I hung out with and did things with, played dress up. I enjoyed it so much. So next question is, so she asked, what advice do I have for people who are considering, no. So what advice do I have for people that are coming out gay, bi, straight? I honestly could tell you, just be yourself. Don't try and hide it. Just be open, and if people aren't accepting for you, then it's their loss. You're still the same person, whether you're gay, straight, bi, transgender, gender fluid. You know, you are you. Just be yourself. Love yourself. Don't bottle it all up. Just be who you are. Don't let people try and tell you who or what you should be, because in the end, your happiness is all that really matters. You need to be happy, and that's all that matters to anybody. If you're happy, then everybody around you should be happy. If they're not accepting of you, then you know what? They're not really your friends. Like, my family at first were kind of iffy about me transitioning, and now they're very supportive. My parents are constantly asking me if I heard surgery, when I do the paperwork. So that's going to be happening very soon. So it's going to be interesting. So next question came from Julia Stones asked, were my friends accepting? Well, most of them were very accepting, and most of them actually kind of pretty much had a good hunch that I was not who I was as my old self. So for me, I think I only lost a few friends. Everybody else like stayed around. The reason I lost those guys is that they didn't like gays or anything like that. So they're very religious, so I wasn't too worried about that. So that wasn't really a big deal for me if I lost a few friends. It wasn't a biggie. I've actually gained a lot of super amazing supporters. Like, I have a lot of supporters on, it's called a TikTok. It's a app for lip syncing, and I have a lot of people there that have actually become friends with, and they've actually reached out to me for help. How do I talk to my parents about this? How do I talk to my boyfriend, girlfriend? So I've been there for a lot of people. And again, if you guys ever want help, just reach out to me. I'm a very open person. I've actually started my own merch site, which I will put the link below. The whole purpose of it is to stand up for the LGBTQ and the anti-bullying. It's called Be True, Be You is my motto. And it's basically, what it is it's a big thing. I've decided to go with a phoenix because after so long they burnt to ashes and they reborn as again another phoenix. It's quite interesting. If you want more information, I'll post a link about what the phoenix is and the whole meaning about it. So another question from one of my TikTok users, she asked, what made me choose the name Jasmine? So the whole reason behind I chose Jasmine is quite a few things. There was actually, I had an old friend who was killed by a drunk driver. Her name was Jazzy. I love the smell of jasmine flowers and jasmine essential oils, like anything with jasmine I really like. So I chose the name Jasmine as my first name, and then I chose my middle name is Eve. So the whole reason behind Eve is I was very addicted to a show on Netflix that had Tim Allen. Eve, because there was a show on Netflix called The Last Man Standing with Tim Allen, and his daughter name was Eve. It kind of reminded me of how she is. Grew up pretty much the same way as Tim Allen's, as Mike Baxter's daughter, Eva, was in that TV show. So I decided to choose the name Eve because of it. So it was very appealing to me, and I was kind of playing around with a couple middle names, but I chose Eve because it just flowed better. Like Jasmine, Eve. The two of them go together. I think it's amazing. Rainbow just wants to say hi to everybody. Look at the cat around Rainbow. He is grown up so big, isn't he? He's such a cutie though. So that's why I chose Jasmine Eve. Obviously I kept my last name because it's a family name, so I kept it. I prefer not to say what my last name is, but most of my people that know me know what my last name is, so I don't really need to tell you guys why. But I have a traditional English Scottish last name. I was actually not biologically born into the family. I was adopted when I was 4. My previous parents were, well, my mother was into the sex trade, and my father was an alcoholic abuser. So I was taken at birth, and then I was adopted into an amazing family at the age of 4, and I couldn't have asked for such a better, loving, most amazing family. It's the best thing I have. So another question was, do I want more piercings? Well, yeah, I have 2 here. I plan to get one more up more. I want to get my belly button pierced, and I might get a couple other more piercings, but I'm not sure. I personally want to focus more on, I have a goal to buy my first home, and then give Rainbow a wonderful little yard that he can run around with. Because right now I live in a condo here in Nanaimo, and there's no yard. He has to be on a leash all the time. There's really no places Just take him for off-leash areas that are safe for small dogs like him. And he's just too friendly, so that's another thing. And then another person asked, what to do if your parents are homophobic. Honestly, that is extremely hard. My parents were quite open. I had a few friends reach out to me. Honestly, just be yourself. Don't cover up. Just be who you are. Eventually, they will come around. Like, I've had a few of my friends, their parents eventually come around. Some parents are homophobic. It's just how they are. They were raised by traditional Christians or in the churches. But just be who you are. Love who you are. And just remember, if you're feeling down, sad, reach out to someone. I'm always here. You can always message me on social media. My links are below. And if you just want to chat or fans, talk to me. If you're in crisis, call the 24-hour emergency mental health lines that there are. And just be who you are. Thank you for tuning in to my transitioning, part 1. If you have more questions you'd like to know about my transitioning, message in the comments below. And be sure to click on that bell icon and subscribe. And until our next video, remember, I love you. We all love you. Be safe and do your thing. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jasmine Eve. Have yourself a wonderful